We'll tour a Manhattan loft redesigned with elegant, sustainable decor.
The green materials are really cool, and you want them.
It's a sophisticated space designed by architect David Bergman to feel open and airy.
Good to meet you. What was your vision for the place?
Our starting goal was to bring the light as far into the apartment, into the loft, as we could.
Before David came aboard, opening up the floor plan to maximize daylight and passive solar heating was about the only green goal that Kathy had in mind. The light from the passive solar design of the bathroom spills out into the rest of the loft through these sleek, translucent, recycled resin panels.
Resin is usually a material that a green designer would try to stay away from because it's petroleum-based and all kinds of nasty things like that. This particular type of resin, though, has a high recycled content in it, made from basically industrial scraps of resin. And then they can put different colors or different patterns inside it, different materials. This version has pieces of grass, basically, of thatch, as an interlayer in the middle.
You know what's interesting about this new class of, quote, green materials is that you would probably buy them anyway, because they're so great looking.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great. Why wouldn't you want this?
Well, that's exactly it.
David even used eco-friendly material when designing this art moderne-inspired custom closet.
It's made from strands of rapidly renewable young growth wood. So we're not cutting down old trees, we're not using anything exotic from rainforests. And it's actually a veneer, and it's veneered on top of plywood, which is FSC certified and non-formaldehyde inside, so there's no chemical off-gassing from the material inside the wood either. It's actually chips of recycled glass and a little bit of concrete and some tint in the concrete. I think it's 75% of this material is made up of the recycled glass.
This is way cool. I love this.
One of the other things I love about it is it's made literally across the river.
In the old Navy Yard, right?
That's correct.
Exactly.
This is more of the same resin that we have in the bathroom, only this time without the interlayer, without any thatch. It's just the resin with a matte finish.
So is it two layers that are laminated together?
It's to make different thicknesses, yeah. In between these two layers is where they might add something like the thatch or a color interlayer to give it a tint.
This is cool stuff. I need to get this back on this. This is really neat stuff.
No system was overlooked for sustainability and elegance. Even the air cooling system, which features a very cool fabric duct.
And this has the benefit that we can take it down when we don't need it in the winter. It disappears entirely. And in terms of environmental aspects, we're looking at a bag full of fabric as opposed to a lot of sheet metal, which means it's less material, and perhaps even more importantly, it means that it can be shipped in this small package. The air is distributed through these pores all alongside it, these outlets, but actually the air blows through the fabric itself a little bit, which means it doesn't accumulate dust on the top of it. It's self-cleaning.
And it's easy. Pull off the duct cap, cinch up the belt, and flip the switch.
Oh, look at that. Here it comes.
Isn't that fun?
It is.
You just have to laugh every time you see that.
It's great. This must be quite the conversation piece.
And it keeps the place comfortable all summer long.
What you guys have done here is you've selected a palette of materials that any designer would want to use.
I think so.
And they happen to be green.
Exactly.
And many of them were materials that we didn't have available even just a few years ago.
So now we're getting to the point in this business where the green materials are really cool and you want them. And that's a great place to be.
Yeah.